There we go. Hello and welcome to the debrief.
You didn't
not a great start. I'm using software that I hate using, but it is the debrief, and I am here with. Well, he says he's Tom Selleck, but who knows anymore? But welcome, Jack. How you doing, mate?
You made me go back through the cold of my garden and put my Hawaiian shirt on just for the whole Magnum PI joke. And then, he might look like Tom Selleck. But anyway, but yes, I'm very tired because to sum it up, can I swear yet? Or is it still
go for it. 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's the 50. Yeah. Fuck the 50-mile-an-hour limits all across the M1. They've not just done it to one lane now. No. They've bottlenecked 3 lanes all into one. So I was getting sandwiched between loads of bloody lorries and loads of impatient 4x4 drivers in my little Peugeot 107.
I'm going to say, please bear in mind, he got a very, very tiny car.
It's literally like the Incredibles, the movie The Incredibles, when he's in the small car, like all hunched over. When he's just sat there like hunched over in the tiny car at the beginning of the movie.
I'm going to have to find that for the soundboard. Something amazing, I guess, for when you just turn up on screen.
Oh yes, there we go.
Anyway, how are we all doing? That was very unexpected last night. Please get the likes up. The 10 people watching, 5 likes, get the likes up. I don't know how many of you are going to be in tonight because it was a good game last night. We had a good watch along. And I thought I'd bring Jack on it because Jack was there.
I was actually there.
We saw him on the TV.
That's a lot of people pointed out in the chat.
Yeah, a lot of people pointed it out.
Is that Tom Selleck? No, it's Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. It was good.
Oh, that was funny.
It was really good to see you on TV and in that. How you doing, mate?
It was really interesting that they just knew it was me.
How you doing, mate?
It was funny that they just knew it was me immediately.
Yeah, they all knew it was you by your
mannerisms.
It's your manner, and just to clear the air here for Worko.
Oh yeah.
This was not a date.
No.
I repeat, this was not a date. He had a friend who's a girl who went with him, but it's not his girlfriend. He wishes he had one.
Anyway.
I fucking hate you, Jake. Anyway.
But at the end of the day, you went to the game, and first thing I really want to pick up on before we go into the game was the crowd. Because Danny made a big deal about the crowd and how it is. At a minute, I just want to get your take on it from being there. But what else do you think needs to happen apart from more wins? Obviously,
I mean, frankly, I actually, yes, like, he's bringing it up again because people haven't brought that sort of point up enough this season so far. But genuinely, the fans are getting priced out of being able to go. They can't get, it's not just the season tickets, but like it's 40, that game last night was £40. And like, because I'm signed up to sheffieldwednesday.co.uk, I've got, the supporter ID number and all that jazz. That's why I needed to get the tickets. So I paid for both of them, 80 quid. And that's basically like somebody's food shop for the week. It's like, do I get a food shop or do I go to a Wednesday game?
They'll go free to death.
It's like, yeah.
So there's no hot water on the cop or the north.
Yeah. And honestly, as well, a lot of the silence yesterday was everyone felt really nervous a lot of the game because it was Norwich, because they were worried that we'd just get absolutely dicked, which of course didn't happen because they frankly are just a one-man team anyway. But as they proved with the number 7 being just in everyone's pockets all the time.
Yeah, but Jack was on the south.
Yeah, I was on the south, 40 quid.
Yeah,
but the same still applies. Imagine you have to buy, Liz, you have to buy multiple tickets for you and other people.
Prawn sandwich brigade.
Because it was sold, there was no seats available on the north, even though there was loads of patches, and that's because probably season ticket holders didn't turn up and all that sort of thing.
Yep, I agree with that. Nat, probably
exactly. Yeah.
Saving up for Christmas. I'm starting to do our Christmas shop and birthday shops. Evening, Liv, by the way. Evening, DJ. Evening, Ashley. Yes, the two of them for a change. Jack asked if he could go, and I said, Why not? Not got a problem with that. After his appearance last night on TV, I thought we need the star power. Now he's been on TV is a big deal. But let's get into the game then, because last
I know
night,
why it's doing that. Sorry,
what?
It just keeps. I've just noticed it keeps cutting in and out, spinning. That's why. Never mind. Yep.
Okay.
Turn my VPN off.
Technical issues for Tom Selleck over there. But let's get into the game, because as a whole, I reckon we started that game really well. And Jack gone. Okay. Jack will be back in a minute. He might be back, he might not. But as a whole, that would be really good to see how we got forward. And here's the thing that we have with that. Yes. I thought we started really well and started trying to get things moving a lot faster. And that thing that we've had recently where we go press. We finally have seen that happen from minute 1 and keeping it going to about 35 minutes now instead of the normal 40 minute, 15, 20 minutes and it's shut down. But early doors, I actually thought we did really, really well. And I want to say Marvin Johnson been absolutely fantastic. And like DJ said, it's you're staggered by him being froze out all the time. And the thing I got here as well is when you look at how we started, a lot of people are going on about that Ugbo miss. And here's the thing, Jack got a take on this because Jack saw something that we all didn't. And I've seen it now on the replay. You can actually see it.
The keeper stuck his hand like point blank in front of his header, and that's what deflected it away. If George Long, it was former Pig as well, George Long. He literally had his hand there. He had his right hand right point blank in front of the header. So if that hadn't have happened, it was in. I mean, granted, yes, he should have flicked it round the corner to his left with his momentum, but even so, it was still going in. And it was just a point blank save from George Long. So that's actually what deflected it away. But it was that, like, close that you couldn't see it unless you were in the sight line or on a replay slow-mo afterwards. So
yeah, I'd DJ say thought it was on Jerry first second. Matt Lowe has done really well. Matt Lowe played an absolute Matt Lowe last night did one of those games where you forget he's on the pitch for a good reason because he was just so consistent. He was consistently doing well.
It was funny that they were singing that he was a Wednesdayite as well towards the end of the game. That was quite funny. Yeah.
I like to see him do that on Sunday. But yeah, it is a nice surprise to have us both here.
This is nice.
It's lovely. One of the things though, let's just talk about that pass for the first goal. What a pass. And before we go on to that, the pass he made to try and get Ugbo goal as well, with a back to goal, turning around and flicking it was incredible. But to go on and then it was just the weight of the ball. It was so really weighted. Oh dear.
Sorry. I'm just
yeah.
That's what I've been laughing at all the time.
Google it. Yeah, pretty much. To use one of my lines, that pass was superb. And it's one of those things where it was just well weighted, and it's the way Josh knew it was coming. He was already running into right position, he knew it would come. And even when it got to Windass, he waited until it was just perfect for him to get on the end of it and hit it. And it was such a really well taken goal. Go on, Jack, you talk me through what you saw from what you did.
The thing is, as well, the reason it was so good and Josh knew exactly where it was going to be is because they played together for so long. And this is the issue that that Ingelsson is having at the moment. He's not played with these players for anywhere near as long as some of them have in the squad. And that's why there's certain times where he's not played a pass where he probably should have done, and vice versa, because he's not actually like gelled into the squad properly yet, which is the same for a lot of the new signings. And that's what kind of gets my back up about people criticising Ingelsson, because that man was an absolute engine last night. He would not stop, and he was battling constantly, and it was amazing. Like, that's Ingelsson's role. That is his role. Effectively the Pato role, like the marauding midfielder that goes absolutely everywhere. That's him. That's what he should do. But Marvin Johnson's like, I'm so happy that I've been proven wrong, by the way. I said when we came up he wasn't going to be good enough and stuff, and he was past it and blah, blah, blah.
I said last season maybe we shouldn't give him a new contract, but it's working out to thing. We'll get on to Gab in a bit, mate, but I will remember that comment. Remind me, because I want to talk about him in the second hour. One of the things I loved about Ingelson's performance was I think we finally found where he fits in this team. And it's where Charles and Bannon, players like two central midfield defenders with the ability to go forward now and again, and they both go in between. With Ingelsson playing that kind of free role, which you would have saw Josh Windass play a couple of seasons ago.
Or if we really want to harken back, Kieran Lee used to play that role as well.
Yeah.
It's effectively the Kieran Lee sort of thing.
It is. And it was really nice to see. I thought Ingelsson had a good game, not mind-blowing, but good, needed after the shocker. The thing is, the annoying thing is, if he doesn't play on Sunday, I think he's one of these players which really struggles with. I think he's a player that needs to play week in, week out. He needs consistency, and if he don't get that, he struggles. Let me read that one. Your Google wrong, Jerry. Now sleeping in the fair room tonight. Yes, please do not Google that. It is no kids allowed in here. It is 18 plus in here, so yeah. But the thing is, and then you start looking at how we're playing and stuff, and you're thinking, can we make this any better?
Damn right we can. Set piece goals.
Come on,
they're actually back.
Set piece goal,
and we didn't concede from corners, Jake.
No, to be fair. The corners they took,
free kicks as well, yeah.
The corners they took, I thought Beadle did outstanding. It's the first game I've actually seen him catch a ball. Because he
still parried one, though.
He did.
For their offside goal, and I shat myself thinking, oh no, they're back in it. Oh no, what have we done? But no, it was offside. And that was...
Marvin, the English Lee Bullen, can play anywhere. I agree. Let's have a look. Definitely don't Google it at work.
Yes.
I don't work laptop, really.
Not on a work laptop.
Just don't Google it full stop. Let's just put it that way. But here's the thing that you got of well. The goal was good. It was nice to see Iorfa get a goal. First goal in 5 years.
5 years,
been
man.
That long. But for me, it was the celebration running to that sideline and going to the set piece coach and going, that's your goal of well. Because he said afterwards, we spoke earlier in the day, we spoke before it, and he spoke about how they wanted to do things. That is what everything they've been working towards over the last couple of weeks, where we've gone, this ain't great. And you notice, Bannon wasn't on corners that much. It was all Charles or Windass. And I like that. That works. And Ingelsson took a couple of corners as well. I think that way of going into it worked really well. And I will say in the first half, I don't think they caused us any problems, really. We were very dominant again. And the thing is, when we are very dominant, we're very good. We saw that against Watford. Very, very good. But you again go into half-time going, right, what Wednesday going to turn up next? What have I done? Sorry, lads.
No, but like, I actually think it kind of suits me, you know.
It does. It completely does.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry if the workout fault when you're ready. Yeah. It wouldn't be on here without workout making a mess up and something being workout fault. It's kind of in the script. A weird election. Workout fault. See, there you go. You can blame work on anything.
Oh, technically, apparently, you can blame the Joe Rogan experience.
For Christmas, what we'll do, we're going to get a, in case of emergency, workout box. You can put it on your walls and you hit it and you just pull out a stuffed toy of workout. You go, it was his fault. Get away with everything. We'll sell loads. We'll be mean.
Oh yeah.
But you go into that first half. You go, we played some really good football. Question: what's your favourite Wednesday song on game day? Stadium? As a Norwegian, has always admired the way you sing games with the whole stadium. What is it? The Hi Ho Sheffield Wednesday by Jeff Beck.
Well, you say the whole stadium. Normally, the normal experience is typically you get through about 2/3 of the song, and then it sort of goes at the end, and then fizzles out.
Yeah,
it goes for like a line or two, and then it's like just kind of weirdly fizzles out. But then there's little quarters of the ground that carry it on. But yeah, I'm hi-ho Sheffield Wednesday as well. I might be also on the inside match day footage because I'm pretty sure that I saw a camera and it
like that.
Well, you were saying you were going to do merch as well at some point, Jake. That needs to be a t-shirt. Blame Worko. That needs to be one of the merch things. Blame Worko.
Put it on a hat. People can have it on when they're getting married.
Oh yeah. Oh, the banter songs.
They're not really. They're there, but the ye old classic. So it's like the Boxing Day Massacre song. It's the We All Hate Lee Gum.
Yeah.
They've not been redone in such a long time.
No.
And that's annoying because there used to be a couple, and there used to be some really good ones. But over the time, they get played out, and when things don't go well. Sorry. I just read Lee's going.
Wow.
He was not on a date. He was just with a girl who's a friend.
And
he was a perfect gentleman.
And she wasn't kidnapped either, Lee. Thank you. She went of her own free. She's the one that suggested it, actually. Funnily enough. But I may or may not have
kidnapped.
But we'll go into the second half, and you're looking at that game and you're going, are we needing to change things up a bit? Are we needing to do anything? And to be honest, I don't think we did. What got me as soon as the second half started was the flatness of the players. They went very defensive very quickly. And that's the issue for me. You just read our last comment.
No. No, I haven't.
Oh,
My
I just seen it.
journey.
She returned to her family. Police have hunt continues.
My sugar journey's gone.
I got it. I got it. And also, you don't fucking mount your blade.
That needs to go. Why that stopped? It stopped.
I think
it's not been done again.
I think it stopped mainly because we haven't been around. It felt a bit cringe having to sing that while they're not in the same league. Oh, I knew this would happen.
It's just descended. It's just descended.
Ew, football friends.
I hate you all. I hate you all so much.
But at the end of the day, they started to come really into that game. In the second half, they really got into that game. And I wasn't worried because we looked quite settled. But there were times where you were like, this ain't looking good. Now, IO for going down wasn't great at all. Let's be honest. It was just not good for us. He looked concussed. Thankfully, not. It was just a facial injury. But the thing is, I want to go back to what Steve said. Gabriel Ottozumbai, I can't say his name on craft.
Ottogbayo.
Ottogbayo. Andrew could call him Gab.
Call him Gab.
Gab's.
It's the least offensive way of saying his name possible for you. There you go. There you go. The least likely way of you getting cancelled is calling him Gab. There you go, Jake. You're welcome.
Do you not remember we had a player whose last name I couldn't say and I just stuck to his first name the whole season?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't risking it. Yeah. I said it 5 different ways on Sunday and still got it wrong. I think most people are wondering if I'm trying to get the keys to the bloody temple or something. But Gav comes on and he played like a very good young man who's learning his trade and doing really well. Now, here's my thing with it. I did say on Monday debrief, I was like, I wouldn't risk him. Maybe it's not the right game. I'll hold my hands up and go, I was wrong. I was completely wrong with what I said. He played really well. Onabungai fought for young lad. First thing he thought how good he is. Old head on young hold. He had a steady at the back, and you knew what to do to stop the Norwich attack. I agree. Thank you.
Olabungai, yes, that player. Olabungai, yes, totally. Sorry, Jake. Look, I've taken loads of flack.
Please tell me how. Let's try again. Why that not worked? Should have come back up. Come on, technology. Please tell me how it feels to be in and around Hillsborough versus the Pigs. I've only seen one game. It's not great. If you're winning, it's fantastic.
It's amazing. If you're winning, it's amazing. But
and if you're losing, you feel like the world's about to close in on you.
You want the ground to just swallow you up. It's the worst feeling ever. It's,
Bangerhall, I could always say.
Bangerhall, yeah.
Yeah, I could always say that. It wasn't him. It was literally about 2 seasons ago.
It was 2 seasons ago, wasn't it?
2 seasons ago. I know.
I remember who you mean. Yeah.
And I could never say his name ever, and it used to do my treeing because I would practice it. I would say it. I think it got to the point where I just put it on the soundboard and went, "Sorry, that'll do. I am not trying it anymore," because it just took so long to do. For me to do it.
I mean, it's not Adeniran because even James to this day can't say his name right. He always says Adeniran.
I will just say this now. We will not talk about Dennis Adeniran at the moment because of what's going on in the news.
Oh, God.
If you don't know, just Google Jaden Brown feeding ticket.
Yes.
You'll get the story. Evening, by the way, Glenn. How you doing, mate? I'm not too bad, thank you. Much happy for a win. But we rode our luck a little bit at times in that second half, but they didn't seem like they were going to lay a glove on us at all most of the night. And when they laid a glove on Iorfa. But when Josh and that came off, I thought the subs were really good. He timed them really well as well, which is good. I didn't used to do content when he was about.
And Dumbu and Sungu, yes.
I guarantee you I would have messed that one up and I would have just called him Guy.
Yeah.
Do you know how annoying we went for a period where we were going through most of Europe, but going near Eastern Europe? And I was like, just side of me. Please, I can say that. Been five time games, won the lot, including 95. Right, you got a ticket for Sunday. You go in. We'll put you in the Aussie Owl outfit.
Oh, yeah.
And we find nobody needs to know.
Lee Wild Goose is actually the Aussie Owl mascot or the one that accompanies him for that game.
Fact,
there we go.
One of my friends' dad used to be it for many, many years.
Ooh, mascot friends. Ooh, mascot friends.
Ooh, mascot friends. 30 people are watching and 15 like Gellers like people. I've much appreciated
it was Glenn.
It wasn't
Erigidi. It was Erigidi.
Yes, it was Erigidi. Yes. I said it so many different times. That's what it was. Yes. Bloody hell, you got a good memory there. Bloody James with
Oh, yeah. Addy Owen. Yeah.
I just love how we're now just roasted each other, all of us on names. That's great. One of the things though is I'm gonna preface this, and Jack can tell the story.
I can.
I don't know if I've got any like real. Oh, do I? I can't play it because it'll get copyrighted. Annoyingly,
of course.
I have Fleetwood Mac on here. Thing where you
the Magnum PI theme by any chance? Yeah.
But I can't play it because YouTube, so I'll get striked. Well, not striked, but copyright taken down, but all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So they do get a goal, and it's ruled offside. Thank God, because like you said, they did parry it a little bit. Beadle, but their goalkeeper goes down
with a knock.
A mysterious knock, and you could tell when they weren't happy, and
the whole ground wasn't happy. The whole ground erupted into boos and all sorts. It was.
I agree, Bart. Good result last night. Keep up the good work. Hope you can do it again Sunday. Hope we can as well. I hope we can do it Sunday. Right, go on, Jack. Your story.
Yeah, so So obviously, all that commotion happens, all the ground's booing. Then I literally hear a bang, bang, and there's like loads of ruckus coming from the dugouts. And I'm like, what the? And it's like where I was sat, it was in my peripheral vision, as you know, from the angle on the TV cameras. Anyway, so I look across, and Josh Windass is absolutely like apoplectic, and he's like barreling his way down through the Wednesday touch, like through all the seating area and that sort of thing, barreling his way down, and gets grabbed on the arm by who I think was Hendrick, to stop him, to like hold him back. And he was going, right, and I heard some of it because he was screaming it at the top of his lungs.
You've got a bleep button, remember, if you need to use it.
I'm just dragging my sound the thing closer, and he was like, "Right then, Danny, tell James that he can go down if those cheating are doing it as well. If we want a tactical meeting, tell James that he can go down on the floor for 6 bastard minutes." And he was going going absolutely like off on one. Apoplectic, and there's Danny. And Danny was just like, and then he turned his head away and he was pissing himself laughing because of how absolutely fuming Windass was. So that was hilarious.
You also picked out on something else which was really interesting. That because of where you got the seats, you will pick up on it, and it was something to do with Barry Bannon and Danny.
Yes.
Now it wasn't a bust up or anything like that before people start going down that route or anything like that. But go on, yeah, I'll let you work it out.
There was a passage of play, right? And it was still the first half, and it was around there was like a bit of a wondering where to go with the play and all that sort of stuff. Danny's like at the front going, here, squeeze it, come here, get him to play it here, blah, blah. And then Barry Bannon instead goes, no, play it to Beadle, play it to James. And I just find it really interesting that there's what Danny's kind of trying to issue the instructions with on the sideline, and then you've got certain players that are going a bit rogue and sort of directing with other things or whatever, like say Bannon is going... A bit like the other week when he told Michael Smith not to shoot, for example, or you know, stuff like that. And that was just an interesting little observation that I made. And then Danny looked really, really annoyed in that split second when Bannon told him to play it back to James Beadle. In fact, it was when I think it was the right back played it back to James rather than played it up to like midfield and stuff. And then Beadle was instantly put under pressure by 2 Norwich players bearing down on him. And there was a bit of a passing it around, like, near to our Kop corner flag. And then it was finally passed out again. But that was just an interesting little sort of thing. I don't know. But yeah, that was an interesting little observation. Also, I think Pato recognised me somehow, because he was doing his little warm-up and he kept looking over at me in the crowd and then looking over again on his little jogs. And then the final sort of one, he looks over and he like grinned and sort of shook his head. And I do
remember this one.
And I was just like,
Punky Horizon. We were at one of the games. I think it was a St. Mirren or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And it was like Baz, and just I think it was either Carlos or Lee Buller went Baz.
Yeah.
It's just like, sorry, you got headphones on it, but it was just like, listen, what's a lot? Bit of a controversial one here, but not fully
contrast. Yeah, it
contrast. I think it should get used to it. Danny, how you doing, mate?
I think it's that whole thing of like Bannon's always done it certain ways, and because he's that into his career now, he's less of a moldable sponge and more like setting his certain ways or whatever. YouTube.
He does the old fishing.
Yes, he does.
If you want an interesting stat here, I've just been sent this by somebody who I know on Instagram. And Danny Wills retweeted it. He's not retweeted, put it on his story.
Repost, yeah.
Yeah. Most wins in 2024 championship size or competition. Leeds 24, Sheffield Wednesday 19, Coventry and Norwich and Middlesbrough 17. On a roll of the current championship side, only Leeds have won more games across all competitions this year than Sheffield Wednesday 19. That's actually a very interesting stat.
Oh.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
What were you owing it then? Or the stat?
No, I was just going, because your wife has sent me an image of somebody that's tried to chat, and the name of the person that's tried to chat is quite interesting. So I'm trying to get further clarification on it.
If you can send it me, I'd much appreciate it. Please. Helps.
The last word in the name is cock. So that's
just send me an image, darling.
Yeah.
If this goes gonna become a regular live because you and work a great job. It all depends if work streaming, because the issue is a lot of my streams clash with his streams. So I try and send you all back to when Worko's doing his stream. What the hell?
Yeah, so I'm also trying to like figure out my own timetable and stuff, and for what works for me and all the rest of it. It's a funny one. But I mean, Twitch might not even exist in about a year's time with all the stuff going on with all that. So who knows?
That is slightly scary what's going on with Twitch. I'm
The
glad
apocalypse is beginning over there, and it's Twitch's turn for the adpocalypse. YouTube had that a few years ago. Oh boy.
It did.
Bloody hell.
I think the only good thing about
Are you having an ADHD squirrel moment, or is this
a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. I was fiddling around for some time. I think I broke it. Let's have a look. We need Baz on board though, especially the captain. Yeah, I'm in two minds about this because I've always said I rate Baz. I just don't rate him as a captain. But then the game where he comes and does really well as a captain, I'm like, okay, I don't mind that. If that makes sense. It's one of those ones where I'm never too sure. It changes all the time.
I think Windass is going to be our captain one day.
Just give it Pato.
Yeah. I
like Pato. We all
Oh,
know.
really? You haven't said so. You haven't constantly gone on about the fact that you like Pato so much. Why don't you marry the guy? Why don't you marry the geezer? All right.
Because he's married and got a kid, and I'm married and got 2 kids. It's awkward. I don't want to deal with custody.
You could have a quadruple.
Who would you have a captain instead? My Summer Journey. Worko said.
Oh yeah, I'd probably say Windass. If it wasn't Bannon anyway, but.
It will be interesting to see what happened if that happened. Twitch is a nightmare of a place. Yeah, you've been no. Twitch ain't a nightmare of the place. You jump into a workout.
You just been to my stream. Some of them are very relaxed. Mine's quite, chaotic.
Soft.
Yeah.
One of the things as well is we do need to become more consistent, and I think it's one of the things. If we actually came consistent, I actually think we'd be a lot better. Like you look at last night's results, and I'm speaking to a Watford fan. It's like, how can we suddenly go beat us 6-2, but then lose to Swansea 1-0? How's that work? Into Turbo Turtle. I hope you're going fast. But the thing is, that's the thing I've got. I don't know how you can try and do it. You actually look at the league. The whole league's not that consistent.
Yeah.
There's a lot of green, reds, and greys up and around it. Unless you get like top 6 where they're proper consistent. Because I didn't realise that Norwich were mid-table. I thought they were a bit further up. So it was interesting. Let's have a look. Question for us from David. Let me just get it up.
Question from David.
If you could have one player from recent history to join and play the derby on Sunday, I would say Roth Waller. Gary Hooper.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same, Gary Hooper. Or, really obscure one, but Alex Lopez. He was a fantastic box-to-box central midfielder that in the sort of Ingleson type role that I'd say, or maybe Kieran Lee. Probably Kieran Lee, actually. Having said that,
I wouldn't mind Atty because Atty will be really up for a derby. Even though if anyone's seen him in his tracksuit stuff for his coaching job, it doesn't look right. He just looks like a mafia villain.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks like he's about to be John Wick's next #1 target, doesn't he?
He just looks like he should be working for like the Albanian mafia. It looks weird, really odd. Work out the lucky charm last night. Don't say that. He'll go back every time.
Do you want to know something interesting, right? Every single Chancery that I've gone to, we've won. Every single one.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
Did we win?
Yes, we did.
Oh, we did beat Plymouth, didn't we? Yeah.
We did.
We were lucky to beat Plymouth.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I found out who the referee for the derby.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. I saw that earlier.
Does anybody else know who the referee for the derby? Do you remember when Bannon got sent off for the penalty
bullshit,
for Bristol City?
The absolute bullshit penalty.
I hate to say he's back.
That's the ref.
34 people watching, 20 likes up, please. I would much appreciate it. And I can't talk for Toffee, but there's nothing new there. Hard to believe Carboni and Di Canio never played a derby. I don't think they did, no. No, they won't have done, because Sheffield United hadn't come up.
Well, when push comes to shove, I'm sure Di Canio would have loved to have played. Get it?
I was about to hit that on a hobble. Yeah, Ian and Jim West, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well.
I've just remembered recently that still exists, that I've got a soundboard. Anyway, sorry, yes. As you were saying.
Professional streamer, everyone.
It's great.
Forgets he's got a soundboard.
Oh, Jesus.
Not like it's lit up right in front of him and he can't miss it.
Yeah.
But in a whole, getting 3 points where I think we were all just hoping to get a draw. Let's be honest with us. Everyone was like, let's get 2 points out of the next game and move on. We got all back to 3. And no one saw that coming. And the thing is, because we didn't see it coming, I think at the end, the celebration was good, but they didn't over-celebrate it. What they did is they mainly... I thought I said something else then. I had to
Yes,
words
I did too.
I'm not going to say, but I read that completely wrong. Glad I didn't say it. Sometimes my surname is annoying, but I deal with it. Yeah, I can understand that, mate. My surname's not much better. When I was at school, I got bullied relentless for it. Got Norwich, but...
Norovirus.
Oh, not good.
Oh, no.
Yeah, better soon, mate. That is horrible.
I didn't get ill, right? I didn't get ill, right? But the tram stop afterwards, a drunk fat bastard stood on my foot, and I've been limping around all day, and I've got a giant bruise on the top of my right foot now. So thank you, Mr. fucking Peter Griffin wannabe.
What he's not telling you,
staggering around at the bloody tram stop.
What he's not telling you, he's stood on his own foot. He's just blaming some of the blame.
No, I'm not actually, Jake.
Not the lefty.
I've been limping around like you've. I might as well be Marco Matthias with how much I'm limping around at the moment.
So at least he didn't turn around and tell you that you're not athletic enough. We did versus West Brom to one of
I need to go to the gym again. Anyway,
called the PlayStation being a Wednesday fan. Yep. I said sorry.
Oh, Ashley had the same idea as you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
I think we're starting to see a trend. Come to my stream and be a guest, get picked on. It's like being in his own streams. It's fine. He's used to it.
This is the exact same sort of
this
atmosphere.
Is nothing new. The only difference is it's live. Yeah. It's live, and I'm actually on screen instead of him trying to.
Someone else's channel. It's the same thing.
And he's not having to try and figure out what Jake said. He's dyslexic. Goes at past 7 p.m. It just goes out the window. Goes smash face on keyboard. Word. Does it make sense? No. Send. What is your top 3 favorites from the Carlos era? What do you mean favorite? Players, games, moments? Because if you play it, it's Hooper, Wallace. Westwood. I only missing a.
The Pedro, the Pedro thing.
Yeah. You have to go to a Jack Dream to experience that. It's a little bit of a mind F. Worker need to have a cocktail in a boot to go with his shirt. Maybe he dropped his girlfriend on his foot when he picked her up in the suitcase.
Guys, it wasn't one of these girlfriends that you get on Love Honey, all right? It wasn't a lifelike doll, okay? Jesus Christ. I don't know what kind of guy you think I am.
They know you too well.
No! Stop fanning the flames, Jake. Stop pouring petrol on the bonfire. That night is over. Bonfire night was yesterday.
Maybe that's why the bloke stood on your foot, to make sure you weren't a guy.
Oh my God.
20% the co workout. Big Dave Fez was Wallace and Kieran Lee. How cool to put an actual woman in a suit.
Oh my God.
That's no way to talk about his little car.
Look, I don't know what to say anymore.
You knew what you get when you said, "Can I come on?"
I just thought it'd be a good idea because I was at the game yesterday and people saw me on the telly.
Look, in chat, put workout if you've enjoyed him being on tonight with just ripping him a new one. He's got to get used to it. He hasn't streamed in a couple of days. He's got to get this back. So yeah. But
calling me out like that. God.
But here's the thing I got is we got 3 points, the best thing. But Danny still wasn't happy at the end. Wasn't happy wow, there's a lot of workers in chat.
Oh.
You're gonna make him cry. Don't make him cry. He's already put his makeup on to come on the show. Bet she's right.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh dear.
Oh,
most of this is just our last. But Danny still wasn't happy after the game, and again, it came down to that whole crowd situation that spoke at the beginning.
Tropical
worko. Tom Selleck. Yeah, the next time you come on, you've got to be an action man. Make him cry. Imagine how the women in the cave felt.
Oh,
It didn't work out well. He had to get it out in boot. Very difficult when he's complaining about the 50 speed limit. Like, I got to speed up. This is how you know you've thrown Jack, because he goes like this. It's really fun.
Yeah.
This happens on a daily basis. Callum looks a bit like Worko. I've said this before that.
Right, you know what's really funny? You know what's really funny, by the way? When I was at uni and Callum Patterson was still a Cardiff player, that comparison was made by one of my uni flatmates.
Was it?
Yeah, you look like the striker Callum Patterson at Cardiff. That's genuinely what someone told me.
All you need to do is now learn the Fortnite dance.
Magnum STI, oh my God.
Only Hawaiian 5 This has just turned into rib workout section now. 37 people watching, 24 likes, get the likes up, people. Much appreciate it. I may say sorry, you're looking very old on the worker. Did you wear the shirt when the lady told you had to leave her alone? No, but they did search.
I may have just done a thing with my hand, but that was not an endorsement to Donald Trump, all right?
But
anyway.
Here's the thing. We got 3 points. That's the main thing.
Yes.
And one of the things that I've got to say, 3 points against the Norwich team I thought we struggle against. is something to really.
They were very much a one-man team. They were. It was literally just their number 7. It was.
But that's Sainz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno Sainz. Yeah.
Sainz, he was on.
He was sulking like a 12-year-old. It was so funny. Oh my god! And also, can I tell you the funny story as well about their number 11? So, second half, if you remember.
Can I tell you a story? But carries on saying the story if he can tell the story. Yeah,
can I tell the story, Jake? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't start with that. Your father works on your street. What happens in your parish happens in your parish.
Yeah.
Which 2 current players in Sheffield Wednesday have potential to play in the Premier League? Well, Beadle don't count because he's not ours. He's technically
Gassama.
Brighton.
Definitely Gassama.
Gassama, Pierce Charles.
Yeah. With us.
Now I know you're high. Was the woman in suitcase? No. Beadle and Shay. Grandfather workout.
But,
let's not turn my chat into his chat, please.
Oh, for God's sake.
Go on, your funny story.
Yes. So the funny story. Do you all remember?
He doesn't know he's muted. He'll have to start again.
So, do you remember there was the challenge that was made? I keep checking in that top corner to see if the thing comes up now that is saying the host's muted your bloody microphone. So, when there was a challenge made on their number 11 and it was...
Oh no! Worko left the stream! Right, go on, I'll let you carry on. Go on. I'll stop being a knob.
No, you won't.
No,
what are you talking about? No, you won't.
Really won't.
So, when their number 11 got cleared out by Jan Valery, he did like a sidestep and he went flying. So there was. What are you doing? You're doing something again. There's another gag coming, isn't there? And then he got absolutely cleared out, right? And then the referee blew up for a free kick or something. So he then got up and was like all limping and and then and then he started walking normally, and all the crowd was really quiet, and Jan Valery was stood close by, their number 11 was stood close by, everyone was stood close by, and I went, oh look, miraculously he's absolutely fine now, the soft bastard. And Jan Valery started pissing himself laughing, and the number 11 looked over at me with daggers in his eyes. It was so funny. And the referee even cracked a big smile. And yeah, that was funny.
Work out the person you don't want to sit next to again sometimes, just in case someone wants to Cantona him.
I mean, it's not that bad. I always do it. I always do the sarcastic. I'm one of those people that shouts the funny, sarcastic things when, like, it's deserved. You know what I mean?
So look,
being stoned watching this is hilarious. Well, we can't enjoy.
I found his niche audience. Brilliant. But I have just found workout girlfriend. She's a little short.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
To be fair, we got 3 points, and that's all that matters about the game. Now we go on to Sunday with a little bit of.
Oh my God!
I don't want to say pride, but a bit more of resilience. It looked better. Oh, what's been said here? There's another guy coming. What was she thinking last night?
What? Like,
with that share, the tartar shirt, it's not helping all the jokes I make privately to him.
No.
But the thing is, we got the 3 points, and that's all that mattered. Like, let's be generally honest about this. Getting the 3 points, all that mattered in this game. And I think we're all a little bit worried something might go wrong. I'm missing one big crucial thing that we haven't spoke about.
We got a clean sheet. Where
did a clean sheet come from? Because we haven't had one of them since I don't think we've had one of them since the first game of the season.
I know you certainly haven't.
Debatable. Are we still talking about football? Just taking this at work and he's click dash. Up to you, mate.
God.
Are you sure
James, is it? Oh, that isn't names. Oh, no, that isn't names. No, I don't know. Oh, James. Yeah, that isn't James, is it? Look, what happened in the hotel room in Wembley stays in the hotel room in Wembley.
You signed an NDA.
Yes, I did.
Dude, I need some info on the derby. It's so long. It's so long since the last one. What is your gut feeling Sunday? Gut feeling Sunday. I'm a little bit more. I don't want to be upbeat over one game, but if they can play like this, like they did against Sheffield United, then fantastic. But Sheffield United are not Norwich. Sheffield United play for everything. They are resilient. They're nasty bastards at times, and we're gonna have to be in for a game, and that's something he's gonna have to drill into them. But I take a draw right now. Like, seriously, I'd take a draw. Give me a draw. I'm happy with that. Some people might say that's negative, but I don't care. I'll take a draw.
Some people also say that their collective gut feelings, especially after eating the hot dogs that have gone a bit viral this week, that got sold in the concourse, their gut feelings might be rather like IBS.
See,
on Sunday.
There've been a couple of United fans who are like, they're not sure. They think the occasion might be a bit too much, but
for them, yes. I don't think it will be for us. Our players seem really up for it with all the interviews they've been giving and all the comments they've been making. Our players are like super up for that, and I sort of maybe think that only Chris Wilder will be properly up for that. Yeah. On their lot side. I just
remembered something that you told me about last night, so I'm going to start
Okay.
I also said, I was speaking to the coaching staff and basically going, I hope you can let me play on Sunday. That's not what he said.
That's not what he said, Jack. That's not what he said. Because I was directly next to his you know when he was walked off the pitch by the physio and the club doctor?
And by the way, he said this smiling.
Yes, he said it smiling.
34 people watching, 27 likes up, please.
He actually said, "You cunts better fucking up." No, he didn't laugh. No, he didn't do the laugh track. I pressed the wrong button. He said,
"Cheers, Jack."
Just demonetize you. Good job. You
one job.
Better fucking okay me for Sunday or else. That's what he said. Yeah. That's what he said.
Up the 0-0 shit owls on Sunday. Agree. 2-2. I'm going to say Windass and Smith for us. Let Windass take Cooper. Oh, can you imagine if Windass just knackers him again?
Yeah.
I got some Plymouth fans who I know. I heard nothing but Windass is a dirty player. Windass this. It did me head in. It's like it was a 50-50 ball. But
it's actually so funny that they're talking about that like 2 years, 3 years later.
They're not talking about it now. They stopped after last year. To be fair, they got decent money for Cooper. They've made a good profit on him. But look, we're gonna go into that Sunday game. We're confident with a lot of stuff and see what happens. Ubbo hat trick just for the fun. Can you imagine if Ubbo got a hat trick?
People slating him is doing my head in, by the way.
Yeah, go into that.
There's so many people grumbling about him, like, oh, Ugbo is shit. He's at the ground last night. There was so many, like, I don't want to be ageist, but they all sounded like they were of a particular age demographic that were all going, oh, we can't score for anything, waste of money, we can't hit a man, do it, all this sort of stuff. And it's like, well, he got exiled from pre-season. He had to sort out a whole pre-season on his own, and then didn't even get brought into Wednesday until after all of our pre-season camp had completely finished. So, like, what do you expect? I don't... it's frustrating me. And he's not even playing as a poacher striker that he did last year. He's playing as a false nine.
He played a lot better last night, though. He worked into it, but it only worked well because balls were going into him. And if you actually look at it, Windass and co got a lot closer to him. And
Lee wasn't here earlier.
There you go.
It was a point-blank save. George Long had his hand up, and Ugbo headed the ball into his hand at point-blank range. And that's why it went miles wide.
For all the people going, oh, that myth was shocking, I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, at least he went for it. Some players with no confidence wouldn't have gone for it.
Yeah.
That myth was also almost the same as the wind acid. The one that wind acid QPR one was bad. I won't lie, that was.
Was it that one that was just rising all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe he'll do good for just needs a goal ASAP, ideally 3 on Sunday. I agree. But the thing is, we got it. I said this in the debrief. We are a stupidly inconsistent team. When we have a bad result, for some reason, we bounce back. Going in at like 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday and getting gangbollocked by your coach probably helps. But this is the thing. Danny said, I got angry. I got passionate. I don't want to be in that room because I have a funny feeling Henrik will have got
like red in the face and all sorts.
In the face and probably done the same. Like, if there's somebody I don't want to annoy in that backroom stuff, it's Henrik. Especially since he came back from pre-season, looked like he bent about 5,000 men. He's like, I'm going to
Henrik was like bodybuilder. Like, he was a dad bod last year. He's a bodybuilder now. It's mental.
I'd start Smith and Lowe up top, and then second half, Ugbo and Pato. Pato got to have some role in this game. This game is built for Callum Patterson to just... All you have to say to Callum Patterson is do your thing.
Yeah.
That is it. Because he will love this game, especially if he gets to wind up the Blade fans at the same time.
Because he never got to play... He never got to play in a derby game the last time we were in the Championship. He arrived after they went up, I think. Yeah.
Lee, if you check your Twitter messages a minute, I've got a screenshot of the actual goal, so give me a minute. The actual save. No, wrong one. Jack, Phil.
Phil.
Don't say the next 2 lines. I worried there was going to be a different line in there. Pato when they're tired. Yep, I agree. I thought Pato Smith at the front too. Also very old. That's what Pato especially will be. Just be Pato. Yes. Very much so. He will just be Pato. That needs to be a shit.
You know who's going to wind people up as well? That's really unexpected. Gassama.
That photograph of Gassama was fantastic. I'm not going to lie.
Gassama's going to wind people up. You can tell. You can just tell. He's going to be definitely winding people up. And I will say, though, I am worried about there's that youngster that they've got on loan from Chelsea, and I forget his name.
Oh, it's the one we were looking at.
Yeah.
He's a central defender, isn't he?
No, I don't think he is.
Oh, hang on.
Because I think he scored 2 the other night against Bristol City. He scored 2 last night. He's the one that scored the 2 goals.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, it was 2 different. It was 2 different people scored.
Oh, was it?
Ryan,
or he scored one.
Ryan Watt and Harrison Burrows.
Oh no, never mind. Not Harrison Burrows. He was the Peterborough winger, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That was really good. That we were also apparently looking at. Interesting that choice of transfers, Chris Wilder, isn't it? That you're going after our bloody targets.
Alfie Gilchrist.
Oh, yeah, Gilchrist. Yes, yeah. Gilchrist. He's like I'm worried about him.
It's
He's
somebody I wanted to bring. Now the big thing with them, they have got the problem that Kiefer Moore could be injured. They're taking him for the next 48 hours, so we'll see. But we'll see what happens with it. What?
Racksack?
That a player?
I don't know.
I'm guessing he was trying to think of the player. Anyway, we have been going for... I can't see the green. A lot of green. I've got too many greens. We've been going for an hour, so we're going to call it there. Thank you for watching tonight. We might do some of these as like one-offs, worko kind of thing, because you all enjoy it. We might do like a... Maybe we might schedule a monthly worko come on and do a debrief or roundup kind of thing, because you all enjoy.
Call it the debrief time of the month. No, we can't say that. I'm sorry.
I could just do it.
I'm getting cancelled immediately.
That's not Sheffield Wednesday based, and just call it the worko roast. But he's done that once. Monthly roast. That sounds even worse.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Can I just say?
You've done a Jake there, I think, Mr. Sugar Journey. You've I think that's meant to say thank you too.
I think that's meant to say thank you.
I think
you've become
yeah.
fluent.
Come on, you can get there, Jake. You can get there.
Fluent
Come on.
in dyslexic.
Yeah, you
there
did
we go.
it. Yeah.
Right, can you see why my F and D and dyslexic just doesn't work? It's a bad combination.
Yeah.
That was a massive typo, but we got it there in the end. Yeah, he's been a very good sport. Yeah, monthly worker whereabouts streams with a bit of football. That just sounds like you're stalking him now, Ashley. I'm not too sure I like that one.
Wait, were you the car that was parked outside my house for like the whole night the other night that I was really worried about? Oh my god. Oh no.
At least they know where the suitcase is. I do love Worko body shop shirt though. Spending too much time with you guys. Pretty much, yeah. But Worko, been brilliant to have you on, mate. We're gonna have to get a, you know, when we had the pandemic, we're gonna have to get a workout cutout. Just put us somewhere.
A Worko life-size cutout to like jump scare you occasionally.
£30. You could also have your creepy man in your own room. No, I meant to say Rack Stacky from Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
that now makes sense. Yeah. He hasn't played. Has he played much? I could be wrong. To be fair, this is the bit where I go totally like, has he played much? And this is where he played every game, but I don't religiously look at what Sheffield United are doing.
They religiously look at what we're doing, but
he played 13 games, and fair enough. With a big fake hairy chest.
I don't need a wig for that, all right?
But thank you for watching tonight. It's been fantastic to have you all in. We had a really good stream. We will try and do this again. I do need to try and find another software other than StreamYards, though, because I cannot stand using StreamYards, and they
OBS
just put
Ninja. I don't know why I just said it like that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that session of an audiobook on a certain adult.
OBS Ninja.
OBS Ninja.
Starring Jack Workman.
Starring.
Worko wouldn't
Tom
do
Selleck.
anything. The problem with Worko, he gets way into his like this part of his streams, and this is where all his good ideas come at this time in the hour bit.
Yes.
But the problem is 24 people watching. He'd be like, yes, to what he gets now. So please go give him some love when he streams. Jack, you want to put your stream in?
The cheerleading outfit. Oh,
can you put your
God.
Twitch in the comment section below so people can follow it? Much appreciate it. Worker. Don't drop that. That picture's somewhere on my phone. Worko.
The one of me on the sofa? You mean with the dudes all stood behind that one? Yeah.
I've got the one of you
photoshopped.
I've got the one of you actually on the sofa.
Oh, actually, yes.
That I photoshopped. Worko workouts on Punk's rowing machine. Yes!
Yes!
Yes! We will do that. Next time he's up, we will do that.
The famous rowing machine.
That can be a members only video. Become a members only video to what Worko break a piece of Punk Chef 41 law. I guess that's what you call it now.
Isn't that still your most viewed video, by the way?
What do you say, mate?
Isn't that your most viewed video as well? The rowing machine review.
Let me find out. Yes, 23,044 views. Followed by an unboxing of a gaming chair at 20,000, an unboxing video of a monitor. Yeah.
All those views came in COVID, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew
they
it.
all came in COVID. You guys would be amazing at the in-betweeners. No, we wouldn't. I'd be too busy having a seizure on the floor, mate. Not a cat in hell chance. But guys, thank you for joining us. We will see you in the next one, and we will see you later. Peace. Have a good one. Thank you for wasting your time watching our time, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Au revoir. Do.